Well, hello, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Spiritual Warrior Tarot. I am the Spiritual Warrior here, and this will be a message from the universe for Sagittarius regarding your body, heart, mind, and spirit. Now, this is only a 4-card spread, so I'll be getting some clarifiers, and then I will do extendeds on the message and get the 3-card spread of advice from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And also I'll be pulling from this deck, like after I do the 4-card spread. When I go to the extended, I will just continue to pull. So, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, let's get your message from the universe. All right. That card's flipping, so let's get into the message. All right. Wow, this is interesting. So when I started, this was actually at the bottom before I started shuffling. So I just think it's interesting that after all of that shuffling, this came back on the bottom. So I feel like there's a new clarity coming in for you, Sagittarius, with the Ace of Swords at the bottom. But let's get into your message and see what comes out. So the first card that fell was the World. And so this is a message from the universe to you regarding your body. So the way you care for it, the way you think about it, the way you honor it or don't honor it. And this is just interesting because all of the other readings that I did, even though I took a pause over the 4th of July weekend, and if you're in America, I hope you had a good holiday weekend. What's interesting to me is that a couple different signs already got this, and I'm kind of feeling like this message to you is in regards to some sort of cycle that they want you to finish. I'm not feeling the job well done part here. What I'm feeling is that there's something that needs to be completed, like something that needs to be done with some way that you think about your body or the way that you're treating it. I just heard neglect. So I think some of you have completely neglected. This could, though, possibly mean for some of you that you have completed some sort of cycle in terms of your body and now you're starting another one. I mean, that's for everyone, and I don't mean to be critical, but the energy that I'm feeling is just like, okay, something needs to end. Something needs to be done. Maybe it's in terms of the way that you eat or like what you eat, how you eat. I don't know why I'm being brought to think about and talk about this, but like when you don't chew your food that much, you swallow and end up overeating more. Does that make sense? Like when you chew your food more, you eat less because your body is registering the food that's going in. But when you're chewing and you're not, I just feel this energy of not really paying attention to what you eat or just kind of allowing yourself to do whatever without thinking about your health here. But this could mean that some of you, I just don't feel that. This just feels like, okay, this needs to be done and something new needs to begin in terms of the way that you treat your body. It could be the way that you talk to yourself about your body as well. Or the way that you know what I mean? The way you talk about it to other people or the way you kind of treat it, like I'm just feeling the energy of somebody who's not treating their body like a temple. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's see. Why is the World here for Sagittarius regarding it? Oh boy. Anything else, please? Yeah. Okay, that's exactly what I was feeling. So so the 8 of Pentacles almost flipped out, but it right at the last second, but it didn't. I feel like there's work that needs to be done here. We have, is this supposed to be up or down, please? Up or down, please? Okay. So we have the King of Cups, and then we have the Temperance card showing up, and I just feel a really sensitive nature with this. You know, look at the water here, and you guys are a fire sign, Sagittarius. I mean, some of you may have a lot of water in your chart, but what I'm feeling with this is that there's like a sensitivity. There's a sensitivity here, and almost like they're trying to, okay, like someone who avoids their sensitivity. I feel like you're eating things that are not contributing to your health. But that could just be for a small group of you. I'm just feeling with this like intense sensitivity with your body. And maybe you have a certain outlook about your body, and that's kind of why you ignore it, because you don't want to look at what you don't really like. But this could also, I'm also getting like honesty, like maybe some of you are like getting honest with yourself, like, okay, I need to come into balance. Like this Temperance is kind of saying you need to be patient with yourself, but there's a balance that needs to be struck here. And it's just like almost like a stoic kind of nature, I feel like, where someone doesn't really want to talk about how they feel about it. And something about your emotions here in terms of your body. Maybe some of you don't really like what you see. You're not really happy about it. Is just what I'm getting. Okay. You know, for some of you, you may have realized something and now you're going into healing mode or like balance mode and you're starting to change things. But that's just what I'm feeling. Okay. So, that was lengthy, but just want to give you guys everything that I'm getting here. So the next card out is the message from the universe to you regarding your heart, the way you protect or share your love, and the way you feel or the role you let emotions play in your life. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles here, and I'm just keep hearing spark. You see how she holds that little spark of light in her hand. So the Page of Pentacles is like this tangible new step to take or to start walking. You know, like usually the Page of Pentacles is like starting something new. And it's usually something practical or tangible, like a new project or like a new job it could be. Or like offering something to somebody. So with the Page of Pentacles here in this particular deck, it doesn't really talk about offering anything, but it talks about having this spark within you that's lit, and now you need to like start taking practical steps to grow this light within you. And it just feels like there's something's happened recently, Sagittarius, for you that's like sparked something in you. And maybe some of you are ready to give an offer, like offer your heart to somebody. Maybe this is what you want, or the universe is urging you to take a new step in terms of expressing your emotions and giving your heart away, giving your love away, because what we give out, we receive back, right? So I'm feeling an energy of someone taking a new step to put themselves out there. And with this being in the heart position, this is like put your heart out there is what I'm getting. But also some of you may have like just realized something in terms of your emotions or in terms of your heart and the way that you allow your emotions to control you. Like maybe someone's like, okay, I really need to get this under control because my emotions got me all over the place and I need to do something, start doing something new about it, right? That's just what I'm getting with that. Okay, so the next card out is Mind. This is a message from the universe to you regarding your mind, the way you use it or don't use it, the way you see and think about the world, or the way you approach problems. Okay, so again, I'm getting this new energy. We have the Ace of Cups now for in regards to your mind, okay, Sagittarius? And what I feel is like with the Ace of Cups, this is like a cleansing, right? The Ace of Cups, there's like so much water coming out and overflowing. It represents there's like a cleansing happening. There's a renewal happening again, new, right? And this just feels like fluid, and this honestly, it feels like the universe is kind of like take some sort of step to kind of go within and purge out your mind. Like, what's like purge and release all the old stuff in your mind, like the old thought patterns, the old like loops, and the old beliefs that no longer fit who you are now, because we're always changing, right? And I just feel like the universe is like, there's a cleansing that needs to happen. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Sagittarius' mind? What is this message for the Ace of Cups? Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So, yep. I knew something else was going to come out, and now we have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. Sagittarius, I feel like the universe is really urging you to do some self-work here, in terms of your body, heart, mind, and spirit, right? So we have the first card that came out in regards to this is the Hangman, taking a pause, taking a step back. This is sometimes stagnant energy, and maybe that's why you're being guided to like suspend yourself like the Hangman does, because it's like he goes into this position upside down to get a new perspective, right? So it's like take a pause, because there's something that you've held on to for a long time. Look at that. Swords cards now. Mind. Something is trying to complete an end. And this is a card of like sometimes having a hard time letting a difficult situation end. And then we have the Knight of Swords here. So I feel like the universe is like, come on, it's time for you to make a change here. And maybe you need to go into this inner world suspension, if you will, to then come out, to then release this old difficult situation finally for good, let it rest, so that you can come up and really go out there and not be afraid to go after things that you want. Again, with this heart, it's like put yourself out there is like another thing that I'm feeling with this. And with the Knight of Swords, that's like believing in something so wholeheartedly that you're like ready to go so quick. This is a very fast energy, right? So there's definitely your mind, there's like a purging of the mind that needs to happen, or is you're being guided to. Wow. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. Your spirit card is the King of Cups, and now the King of Cups is here twice. And I feel so much purging. I feel so much cleansing needs to happen. Like, that's what the message is saying. In this deck, he's holding this bowl, and he's like, drink from my waters and be cleansed. He is somebody who loves a lot, feels a lot, doesn't always show it, but inside he's balancing his emotions and his mind. So there is a balance between your emotions here and your mind that's trying to happen, like, and within your spirit. It's like okay, I just got something like, and this is what I've noticed keeps coming out with a lot of readings. It starts with the body. Like, I mean, all your thoughts come from the mind, right? But the way that our mind works affects our physical body, and what we give our physical body affects our thoughts and our mind, right? So there's like a connection here. to the body. There's like a start that something happens with when you start with the body, it like helps you to get clear. So what I'm seeing right now is somebody who's deciding to eat healthier fruits and vegetables and, you know, some raw food, which is really helpful, but like basically cutting out processed foods and starting to drink clean water without tons of chemicals and metals and fluoride in it. Getting, you know, good, healthy foods and superfoods to help you, and staying away from tons of processed food. That changes your physiology, which then is going to be a ripple effect into everything else. And as far as your spirit goes, it's almost like you come into this kingly, very stable type of balanced energy, and it's like it leads to this cleansing of your spirit when you allow yourself to change your body, put your heart out there, and do new things in terms of your emotions and your heart and expressing yourself. And then this whole cleansing through the mind happens, and you're able to let things from the past go, and then you come into this state where like you're balanced here and protected. I just heard protected too, because that's what the seahorse in this card represents. It's like the seahorse, okay, it wants to be read. So just give me a sec. Okay. Like the seahorse, the King of Cups is a protector. He cares for and watches over all those who are near to him. He offers a drink from his healing waters. He offers compassion and care. His message is to let the currents flow through your veins to cleanse your heart of its burdens. He's patient and tolerant and understands that all aspects and needs of the people around him must be balanced. That is exactly what I was feeling. Like the universe is calling you to do like a whole cleanse, body, heart, mind, and spirit, Sagittarius. And it's like, there, you know, especially with the King of Cups showing up here twice now, that's a really big indicator that, especially with the King of Cups here with temperance, right? Healing, balance, cleansing, patient, tolerance, acceptance. All of those are for you, Sagittarius. So those are your messages, Sagittarius. I hope this was helpful. If this is your story and you resonate, please join me in the extended, where I'm going to continue to get more and pull from this. I'm not going to shuffle and then get 3-card spread of advice for you. Okay, so again, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and please follow me to the extended. If not, I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.